Okay.
Just watch the carbs that intake. Throw that processed food away. Yeah, yeah. Get low, get low, get low. Get low. On the carbs, on the carbs. Get high, get high, get high. Get high. Take the protein to the sky.
Hey guys, got my music on. How are you? Kitty K, yes. Joshua, how are you? So glad to have you in the building. Why do I feel like this is a little tilted? Let's see. Okay. So I hope y'all have had a great week. Y'all, guess what? We got snow. S to the N to the O. We got snow. Oh, don't forget the W. I know how to spell, y'all. Just cause I was a math teacher, I do know how to spell. S to the N to the O to the W. We have snow, and I'm gonna show y'all a little bit later. I showed y'all this morning. First of all, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. If you're new here, I am on a weight loss journey. I'm also on Mounjaro 12.5 and holding fast, okay? I just was updating my website. I don't even know if I hit the update key, but for the year, because I started Mounjaro on January 2nd, I'm actually going back and looking at my old videos and compiling what has happened over this year. So I'm really excited about that. So let's see. As far as my weight loss is concerned, those of you who watch me know my highest weight was 394. I've got all of that in that upcoming video. And for this year, my first year on Mounjaro, I am down. Hold on one second. I got to go to my website and see because I just updated it. I am down a total of 45.8 pounds. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's a lot. 45.8. I'm at 304. My highest weight in 2021 was 394. So I am down a total of 90 pounds. Shocker. That's a shocker. And I've got 4 pounds to go. I just decided to just relax. Don't become overwhelmed because I went off the weight loss grid. You lost, last couple of days was very cold, down to the teens. I know it was, Joshua. I know it was. But I just decided, for these last 4 pounds, because I'm getting anxious, and then I felt like a little bit of self-sabotage. So I was like, just keep going. Slow and steady wins the race. Just keep going. You'll get there. So right now I'm losing at a rate of 2 pounds a week. So I'll get there. I will get to the 2s. Oh, I'm not even going to make a big deal about it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. So I have to go out, y'all. I cannot believe, if y'all saw this morning at about 6:30, I was up, and it's been snowing since then. So whatever you saw has increased. And so, yeah, we've got the Carolinas has snow. I'm so excited. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the North Carolina clouds. But I really didn't really take it seriously about ordering food, because they clean out the food. I mean, they clean everything out in North Carolina because we're not used to having this type of weather. I've been down here for about 16 years, something like that. But yeah, I got down here 2000, might be longer than that, because I got down here like 2009, 2010, somewhere along in there. But anyway, so when it snows, they clean the streets out, clean them completely out. And clean the stores, the grocery store. So I was like, let me order a little bit of food, because, we only had a couple of eggs left. And I was like, you got to have eggs in your house. Hey, Monique, how are you? So glad to have you in the building. I'm so glad to see you. And so I was just like, let me go online and order a few things, and I'll just pick it up early in the morning. Went on Walmart, no pickup days. Went on Food Lion, earliest pickup was Tuesday. Went on Sam's Club, no pickup days. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding. Like, there were no pickup days. So I went online with Aldi, because I remember the Aldi gentleman saying that they get a new shipment in every Wednesday, every week. Because I was like, I went in there a couple days ago, or yesterday, or whatever day it was, and I was like, y'all have a lot of food. He was like, yeah. They were a little low on bread, but they still, they had a lot of food. I'm trying to get this apart, these rotten bananas. So you see these bananas, I'm trying to multitask. Y'all can see here, but yeah, so all these, and they had pickup days and everything. So the earliest I could pick up was this morning, at noon. So I'll be treading out there in the snow to pick up some groceries. I was like, oh my God, these people are taking it seriously. You're expecting snow in a couple of hours? Candy K, you in the building? I know she put a comment in early on. So where are you, Monique? What state are you in? Now this recipe calls for 2 bananas, but I'm gonna put 3 because they kind of little, number one. I know, Joshua, I know you're in New York. And I know it's cold there. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay. We know it's cold there. And I have a couple of daughters in Philadelphia. Good morning, M. Ray. How are you? I was talking about you last night to my daughter. I don't know if I want to use this one. And of course, I went to your channel, and of course, your other video was down. I was like, she don't play. She take them videos down. So, yeah, I'm trying to get these bananas here. Maybe that one wasn't so bad after all. It calls for 2. And you definitely, it's perfectly fine to use these. Oh, you're in Georgia. Okay. Yeah, so my neighbor on the other side of South Kakalaki. All right, so we got that. We have our bananas. Get you out the way. So yeah, so anyway, I was saying I have to go out because I got to pick up my stuff at 12 o'clock. And then I went to try to add some stuff. They said no. Sorry. So we'll see. There's no rhyme or reason to this hair. I'm just trying to keep it out my face. That's all I'm trying to do. Keep this hair out my face. Yeah, so it must be coming from the north. Because if you're supposed to get it in a couple of hours, it's heading down your way. They said even South Carolina was supposed to get something. That's unusual. You like Georgia? Are you from Georgia, Monique? You like it? M. Ray, you in one of the sunny states, aren't you? You probably not even getting no snow. So I'm just smashing these bananas up. But yeah, I'm here making some banana brownies. If you didn't see my post, you know, I'm on a health journey. That's why if you're a channel member, I call it the Wellness Circle, because we're trying to get well, mind, body, and spirit. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I was watching Downsizing Diva. She interviewed I think it's simply Tasha or Taisha. But yeah, you should check it out. It was really good. That interview was a good interview. My heat has kicked in over 2 auxiliaries. Heat too cold. Oh, you're freezing. You're in Virginia, Southeast. Okay. Yeah, I got some family in Virginia. Yeah, my heat kicked in too. It was warm when I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, it's got to be cold outside because my heat is blasting. So I'm gonna look on here and get this recipe that I think I took a picture of it. Let's hope I did. Yeah, I did. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get out there. I have no coat. I have one leather coat. Like, who wants to wear a leather coat in all this cold? In this winter cold. Like, it feels like it's in the teens. It's about 24 degrees. And, oh, okay, your mother moved you there. Okay. I'm going through the comments. Oh, okay. You over there, M. Ray. You over there by that Chesapeake Bridge. My God. My daughter went to the University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. My stepdaughter, and honey, I have crossed that $20 bridge many a day. Okay? Trying to get to her. So I took out my eggs this morning so that they could be room temperature. So I'm adding 2 eggs to 2 or 3 nice sized bananas. Come on, no shells, please. No shells. Now, I do like to save these because I save them for my plants. For my plants. Good protein for the plants. Yes. That bridge is a beast. Absolute beast. Let me get my wet ingredients. Let's see. That's really, I need 2 to 3 tablespoons. Nah, I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. All right, a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. I don't think I have anything in particular that's wet as far as the wet ingredients go. But yeah, 1/4, 1/2. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be an adventure. When it snowed, it was cold last week, I layered myself, layered up, and that's all I could do because I don't have a coat and I refused to buy one. I got a little jacket. I refuse to buy a coat. I don't want to. It doesn't snow enough down here. It's not ever cold enough. So yeah, we're making these brownies. If you like bananas, I'm not a big banana fan. I eat them because I have to, because of the potassium. But I can, like I like banana flavor. Like remember the old Now and Laters? Used to love the banana ones. So then we need a 1/2 cup of protein powder. Got that. So 2 scoops of this protein powder is going to give us about 20, I think it is, 21 grams of protein. So let's see, 1 scoop and a little bit more. Maybe like 1.5 scoops. So we've got that. We're making the brownies. Blah, 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 blah. Sweetener. Now, it's got to be sweet to taste. I'm going in for a 1/2 cup of Splenda. It says 2 to 3 tablespoons. I could do a 1/3 of a cup. Splenda is not going to hurt you. Splenda is not going to hurt. And it can't be worse than regular sugar. I know people don't like it, but it doesn't bother me one bit. You use too much of it, though, you do get a little bit of an aftertaste. Let's see. Come on, y'all, stop playing. Let's see. A teaspoon of vanilla. I took out the vanilla extract and the lemon. Because lemon and chocolate go together. No, that big thing is not. This is a 1/2 teaspoon. Teaspoon of vanilla. Supposed to be some oats in here. A 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Quarter cup. That's an 8. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. The girls hate for it to be in the box, so they take it out. Oh, I know, the butter. I need, I think it's a half a stick of butter. And the almond flour. It calls for a quarter cup. I'm gonna do, this is the 1/8 of a cup. So I'm gonna do 2 of these. I need some more of this. Not too much. You know, this is very absorbent. It's like a 1-to-4 ratio for flour. 1 cup of almond flour, I think, to 4 cups of, something like that, 4 cups of regular flour. Butter. Butter. So how's it going with you guys? Did y'all do y'all grocery shopping? Listen, people, when we went back to school last week, we were talking about how the kids were eating so much food. One of my teacher friends, she was like, these kids are eating me out of house and home. They ate everything. Unbelievable. My adults are eating everything too. The adults are eating everything as well. That's when you gotta cook some beans. You gotta cook some good old-fashioned beans. Traveling Tea, good morning. So glad to have you in the building. You love banana and now tomatoes and the apple. Yes, I used to love those. So glad to see you. We're making some banana brownies. I don't want this to cook my eggs, so I'm just gonna hold off for a second. And while I decide whether or not I'm gonna get my mixer, but I don't think I need to. I think I can just use a little elbow grease here and mix this up. Probably need an egg white. Okay. I'm just mixing all the ingredients up with the bananas. Add a little bit of this. It's a half a stick of butter. And you know, you gotta smash those bananas up real good. I also just have some banana pieces in there. If you're okay with that. Adding this butter a little bit at a time. One day I'll have a cameraman who can switch angles, or a camera woman. So I took my injection in my stomach. The suppression is real. It is really working. I have no appetite. Whew. And it is affecting my energy levels. This is a workout. This is a workout. You know, Granny is in the building. You picked up a few items yesterday. Monique M. Ray says, you let Instacart do the shopping. Yeah. That's what my stepdaughter just said. She was like, I had Instacart. You could have got Instacart to do it for Walmart. I'm like, I didn't know, because you know Walmart, they got their own thing, Spark. So, I listen, I just deal with Walmart, and, you know, I go pick it up. Yeah. And when I go in, and Ray, I'm with you to an extent, because when I go in, well, yeah, at times like this, it's too crowded. But when I go in, I spend more money. Spend more money. And you have to be specific with some of those young people. I had to tell them, stop giving me bent cans. Tell them I ordered some canned goods, they were giving me bent cans. So this is our consistency. Ta-da! I'm making some keto, low carb brownies. I don't want to call them keto. Hey, Candy K, how are you? You cooking breakfast and doing laundry? Yes, I started with the laundry, Monique. That's my go-to. That is my go-to. That makes me feel like I've accomplished something when I do laundry. Even if I've watched TV all day. But throw a little clothes in there. Even the wash and dryer. Yep, so we have this. And then I have Lily's chips, dark chocolate, and yeah, so you can sprinkle these in or on top, and some nuts if you want. I don't have any nuts. I ordered some almonds, those honey roasted almonds. All right, let's get something to bake it in. Bake, 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 bake. Oh, mercy. He's cheering. Woo! Got this. They're gonna be thin. They are going to be some thin brownies. That's what I think. Get a little parchment paper. So, between COVID, y'all, like after COVID, do y'all have any symptoms of anything after COVID? Any lingering symptoms? Because I'm telling you, I have serious brain fog. And I just had to here recently, I just had to shut down on the electronic devices. YouTube, social media, Netflix. My brain was like, girl, I don't know if I can process all of this. So we're just gonna put that in there like that. And then, checking the chat. Miss Toy is in the building. Hey, how are you? So glad to have you in the building. Don't forget to thumbs up the live for me. Guys, those of you who are in the balcony, out in the garden. Don't forget. So we're making these low carb brownies. Not a lot. Well, you know, the batter. But yeah, Miss Toy, I know you have snow. I'm over here happy about our little snow. I know your snow is woo. I know y'all got some snow and some weather. So I'm gonna try to spread this out as much as I can. And that's good, because then these brownies don't need to be too thick. It's good on the carb, you know, low carb. And one thing about like your almond butter and your all of this, it's not going to I don't think it's going to fill up so much. I could have used something smaller, but it's all good. It'll just be a sweet treat. I got to go back to Sam's Club. Sam's Club won't get me out there more than they wanted, or were more than I wanted, I mean. Because those definitely sweet. Mercy. Okay, we got some dark chocolate. You know, dark chocolate is not that sweet. But you know, when you bake, the sweetness subsides. That's why they used to always say, well, when I was coming up, learning how to bake. And it's not all of these tablespoons. I'm just trying to throw some on here. They used to say make it sweeter than you actually want. All right, so this is going in the oven at 350. I think for about 20 minutes. Yeah. Probably won't take that long because these are thin. $350. All right, I'm gonna set it at 20 minutes. And then we could chat for a minute. Okay. Chat for just a minute. I'm supposed to be, hold on. I'm supposed to be interviewing somebody this Wednesday, so I gotta reach out to her and see if we're still on. So what y'all doing on this snowy day? Question, do those have oatmeal? No, they should have. They should have had oatmeal. I had 2 recipes. Let me tell y'all something. You know, I just did that video about ChatGPT. You gotta watch Chat. You have got to watch Chat, okay? Because when I asked for the first recipe, it gave me a recipe, and then I was like, well, I want to substitute the sugar for the allulose. I want to substitute the flour for oat flour, which I had the oatmeal right here because I was going to chop that up, you know, grind it up. It was 3/4 cups of flour, so I was going to use 1/4 cup of that flour, which I did, the almond flour, and 1/2 cup of the oat flour. But when I took a picture of the recipe, that was missing. Okay? So again, with chat, this is what happens. Miss Toya, it's not so bad. It's not too bad, but extremely cold. So I asked chat, I was like, okay, we've got the recipe. Now give me the SEO and description. And then chat was like, okay, I'll give you all that and I'll put the recipe in the description. Well, when they put the recipe in the description, that's when I actually took the picture and the oatmeal is missing. The oatmeal is missing. And I'm like, this is why I call ChatGPT passive aggressive, because why would you change the recipe just because I asked you for the SEO and description? Like, I was like, what? So yeah, it was not on my list, and it should have been. And I'm really disturbed by that. So I hope they come out good. Some recipes call for it and some don't. Yeah, see, there it is. There it is. Let me see that first one. Maybe I took a picture of the first one. Yeah. So you gotta watch chat. You gotta watch chat. Yep, let's see. That had 3/4 cups of flour. Yeah. So let me share my screen just so I won't be ignoring y'all, because I'm seriously looking at what happened and what's going on. So I'm just like, chat. It tends to get on my nerves. I'll stick to my low-fat brownie bites made with applesauce. Yes, you the one who got me making brownies. Well, you don't like oats. You don't like oats or oatmeal. Yeah, if it's chocolate, I've made these before actually, and they're pretty good. So let's see. Bop, 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 bop. Let's see here. So if you can see this right here, y'all probably can't see that. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. So I don't know if you can see that good or not. You said that's way too many ingredients. Okay, so look, you gotta watch chat for real. I mean, it's snowing out there. I cannot. So right here, high protein banana brownies. 2 ripe bananas, 2 eggs, a half a cup of cocoa, half a cup of protein, sweetener, vanilla, blah, 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 blah. Okay? That's what I took a picture of. Then, it gave me so much more. So then I said, I asked for the nutritional value. And then they gave me this. I'm going to calculate it using the recipe I gave you. This is not the recipe they gave me. This recipe has 1/2 cup of cocoa, 3/4 cup of flour. This one, there's no flour in here. None whatsoever. That's what I mean by watching chat. I don't know if the algorithm gets confused or I don't know what it is. But yeah, it said I'm going to calculate with the recipe I gave you. This recipe has no flour. Okay, so I asked for the nutritional value. It gave me that one. Then I said I was going to substitute because that was too many carbs. That was 30 carbs. That's too much. So I told her to substitute. I'm going to use Lily's chips, Splenda, quarter, 3/4 cups of flour. Instead, I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of almond flour and a 1/2 cup of oat flour. Totally forgot the oat flour. Those are going to be moist and double moist. I already know that because the coconut, I use coconut flour. The coconut flour is very absorbent, like I said, and the bananas are going to make them moist. So then it gave me that recipe comparison, and I asked for this, which I posted, and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, so that's what happened there. So I'm not taking them out. Taking them out, putting the oats in. No way. Don't forget to Losing Grace. How are you? So glad to have you in the building. I'm up here trying to make something, trying to satisfy the sweet tooth. And I'm up here trying to make some brownies. Y'all know Kendi K made some brownies the other day. It's her fault. But she substituted applesauce. Would you substitute the applesauce? You use applesauce instead of what? Flour? Or, I don't know. But you said they came out really good. So, we'll see what happens. Absolutely. We will see what's going on. I just put them in the oven. We've got about 12 more minutes to go. The snow is real out here. I'll keep looking over here. It's snowing. Hold on a second. I'm going to bring y'all over here. Oh my God. I cannot believe it. Ooh. Yeah, it's snowing and it's cold. It's snowing and it's cold. Look at that, y'all. Y'all see that? Let me go see what y'all looking at on my laptop. Yeah, that snow is coming down. Kendi K said, glad I ate some on my way to bed. The boy inhaled those. Yeah, that's when you know they're good. That's when you know. I be telling them, y'all eating up my low carb food. Like what? Yep, so we got some real snow. Oh, it's so pretty though. I don't get to see it like that. It's really pretty. All right. That's what's left of the container garden. For now, we'll give it another shot this year. I'm sure Lorna Ray and I will do that. Give it another shot. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yes, we finally got some snow. Yes, we did. So I'm excited about that. Did I get the tree? Oh no, I'm not taking my tree down yet. I'm looking at it. I'm not taking my tree down until I get the gift that I wanted. Yep. This happened, like I said before, in 2017. We were doing something and we ended up not getting any gifts under the tree. So this time we went away. We didn't put not one gift under the tree. Like, maybe something for them to come back. I ordered something for the girls from Shein. It never came. And so I paid for something that I didn't get. But we do have, like I said, we have another address number on a different street. And we always go back and forth with the mail. He'll come over and be like, this came to my house. I'll go over and drop something at his house. Just drop it at the door. I don't put it in the mailbox. So I guess this time they said no. Or I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, it's a mess. Blue True. Pam, how are you? Jarl Journey with Pam. So glad to have you in the building. Yes, this is in North Carolina, if you could believe that. Blue True is in the building. Happy Saturday, Winterland. Glad you are safe and warm. Yes, 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 yes. And she's speaking to everybody. Miss Toy says, snow is beautiful when it first falls. I just hate driving in it. Yes, and shoveling it. That's my concern right now because I can't pick up my order until 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Oh my gosh. Not to mention, I'm not even, this is when you need a man. I am a girly girl. I know people are like, you don't need a man, you just need to do what you. Yeah, you do. You do what you need to do and you do what you have to do as a female, as a male. But guess what? These are the moments when I miss husbands. Y'all heard me say that, right? Plural. These are the moments. Because I don't want to get out there and shovel snow. Now the girls got the little bit of snow that was here last week. I don't want to have to go. I got to go try to find some salt. I didn't even think about salt. The girls thought about salt. I am just like, this is the part that I don't like. I don't like it. I'm not going to lie. I don't even have a handyman that I could call. Mr. Bob, Mr. Rat, somebody. Mr. Somebody, okay, that you could call. Who was the names back in the day that you could call as a handyman? Can you come do this? Can you, Mr. Fix It, whoever it is. Everybody is speaking. I know that's right. I know that's right. Men have their purpose, and this is one of them. Yes. Yes, indeed. Because, you leave it up to me, I'll wait for the sun to melt the snow. That is not cool. That is not cool. So, yeah, I got to figure it out. I got to try to go out here. I saw this guy the other day walking his dog, getting ready to step up on the curb and slipped and fell. Oh, I was like, oh my goodness. He slipped and fell. I felt bad for him. Because this is no joke. None whatsoever. People are speaking to you, Pam. Exactly. You need to find a good handyman. Now, I promise you, this is going to sound bad. And I respectfully, maybe I shouldn't say it. But anyway, yeah. The last handyman that we had did not work out. It was a good handyman. Good handyman. Just did not work out, okay? He was looking for a wife. He was looking for a wife. Period. A little old man, okay? Looking for a wife. So no. He was looking at all the prospects. He literally asked. He asked me if I was married. He asked my daughter if she was married. He asked the other daughter. No, bro. So no. You can't come back. No, thank you. I read somebody speaking. People are speaking. So yeah, just you got to know people. When I was in Philly, I knew plenty of people. I knew people I could call, and then you got the hustle man. I mean, I legitimately new people. I'm not just randomly calling names. I knew somebody named Bob. I knew somebody, little young boy named Ray. You could call them and get them to come over. And depending on where you live, you would have, like I say, the little kids hustling, will shovel your snow, or the man will come by with his pickup truck that he's attached a snowplow to the front of it. You know, we'll do your driveway for $25 and take them all in 2 minutes. You know, maybe 5. You don't have that in the Carolinas. You know, when you hit the development, it says no soliciting, and they mean it. It says no soliciting. So, you know, and when you call somebody, they want to give you a whole estimate. I just need somebody to shovel the snow, that's all. And these young kids today, they don't have that hustle. They do not have that hustle. They don't. No, these new guys, you got that right. They cannot fix a thing, okay? Not one thing. You looking at them and they looking at you. I cannot, can't do it. And at least, like, even if your husband wasn't a handyman or isn't a handyman, he know people that can do it. He can call people, and that means whoever he called, he's gonna pay for it. You don't have to worry about it. And so, yeah, those are the moments that I miss. Now, do I miss the aggravation that could come with that? No, absolutely not. Do I miss having to cook when I don't want to cook? Nope. Do I miss picking up dirty socks? Nope. Do I miss having to, clean around the toilet every other day? That was my second husband, not my first. My first husband was like a neat fanatic. Neat. Oh my God, he put me to shame. A neat fanatic. And I'm an only child, so I wasn't raised with a lot of kids and a lot of, people and all of that, So it was just my mom and myself. Once her and my dad separated, but, he was raised with a lot of kids. It was 7 of them, 6 boys and 1 girl. So he was very meticulous about his stuff. And that translated into his adult life, big time. We used to laugh about it. Let's see what y'all saying. Oops, I hear the brownies. Let's see. My go-to dessert is plain yogurt with plenty of chocolate chips on top. Oh, wow. Yeah, that yogurt is, I like the Noosa yogurt. Because that yogurt is definitely an acquired taste. Okay. Let's see, just in case. I can smell them. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be much longer than that because it was so flat. I'll show y'all. Hold on. It was all of 20 minutes. And I still see some banana pieces. Let me grab this other one so I don't burn myself. They smell good. I made these before. Where's my rack? Now here comes the fun part. I'm gonna try to take this out. cool a little bit. We'll let it cool for about 10 minutes. I hope it's done. Little thin brownies. But if I get 12 out of there, it's probably going to be less than the 17 carbs that was listed on the post, only because there's no oats. Oh, I don't need you after all. There are no oats in it. I forgot the oats. You like plain yogurt? Yeah, they do. They look good. Yes, indeed. So we'll see what happens. Like I say, when you have a sweet tooth like myself, I'm going to continue to try to come up with stuff, to help with that. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I want to taste one with y'all, so I'm going to try to wait a few minutes. I don't want to cut it just yet. You cut it too soon. Auntie Mama is in the building. So glad to have you in the building. Yes, indeed. Ooh, mercy. So yeah, I'm going to be in the house. If you were just coming in, we're making those brownies, those banana brownies, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they'll be delicious. Forgot the oatmeal, but they'll be fine. It's Chat's fault. It's definitely ChatGPT's fault. Oh, I forgot what I was saying, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Like, the brain fog is real. It is so real since COVID. I've always been considered myself like a clear thinker, little flighty, a little flighty. Oh, I was talking about my first husband and his neatness. Yeah, child, he was neat. He put me to shame. Yeah. So, I was neat. I was neat too, I thought. I was laughing at different thoughts in my mind that, that just, yeah, you ever have those strange memories, those strange moments in life where it wasn't necessarily anything spectacular, but it's just something that just kind of hit you and you just remembered it for the rest of your life. It could have been something in your childhood, I know it's not only me. It can't be, but I have those different types of memories that I remember. I cleaned up the living room because when you have a lot of kids, you gotta clean. You gotta keep cleaning. So I cleaned up the living room, but I used to always like my house to feel lived in because when I was young, my mom had that plastic over the furniture. Yeah, so when you sat down, it was plastic. So of course I didn't have that. I wanted something comfortable. And so, I might have a pair of shoes on the side at the door when you come in, just that little TV stuff. And he came home from work one day and he was like, "What are those shoes doing over there in the corner?" And I'm like, "Is that all you noticed? Is that the totality of what you noticed about this living room? Really, So I like a home to look lived in." All right, I digress. We got the brownies that look so good. Plain yogurt, yeah, the yogurt is definitely an acquired taste because, it's just something. I like the Noosa yogurt because it has the caramel in it. But it's just not one of my favorite things. And then I have to have something crunchy because I'm not a pudding, I don't like those types of foods. Now I will eat Jell-O, but again, it's not my favorite. It's not my go-to. I probably should, pick up some Jell-O because that's something I can eat tolerate, but I don't like those, like I said, banana pudding, chocolate pudding. You know, I like chocolate mousse with a pie crust shell, but texture. I don't like the texture of those smooth foods. This toy set. Wait a minute, let me get back over here. This toy set. My mom used to have a plastic on the sofa and still couldn't. Yeah, it wasn't just, it wasn't a place where you could just randomly sit. And the crazy thing about it was we lived in New York, so it wasn't like we had a living room, a dining room, a family room. We had one big area, the living room, and then just whatever you wanted to put over there, like your what did they used to call it, the console, where they went all out with the records, the albums and all of that. They went all out with that. So you had that big console. It wasn't a whole bunch of TVs in the living room back then. And your kitchen table was where? In the kitchen. Now that's the breakfast room. Now my grandmother, both my grandmothers, they had living rooms, dining rooms, formal dining room, and a kitchen. But the kitchen still also had the small little, you remember those small little metal? I love those metal kitchen tables. Yes, with the plastic seats. Come on. Oh, Pam is asking about your brother, Auntie Mama. How's he doing? Did the kidney take? I was laughing at kidney cake. She said, thank God we finally got my mama to remove the plastic from the sofa. Wait a minute. I left out this part. And the sofa was velvet. It was like velvet floral. And it was like, very mid-century type. Because it wasn't that total velvet. It had like little velvet flowers and vines going in between. It was green and white. And then it had the wood. And then it didn't sit on the floor. It had legs, sturdy legs, And so, yeah, that whole velvet was a vibe back then. Ooh, if I went in the archives and dug out some of those pictures, those velvet pictures when they used to go party, mercy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And that's what I say, you still couldn't sit on it. That was not something that you just go randomly sit. I probably had a little bit more leeway because I was the only child and the latchkey kid. Y'all remember that? Latchkey kids? They don't even use that name anymore. Latchkey. A latchkey kid. Yes, thank you. You said it exactly right. That Queen Anne look. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Those vines going up through there. Oh, I when I see it, I don't like it. I mean, they don't make it like they used to. But yeah, that furniture. Oh, child. Yep, wore the key around our necks so we didn't lose it. Absolutely. Absolutely. The latchkey kids. Miss Toy said, don't get me wrong, they pay good money for those sofas with the plastic. Yeah, listen, they paid for the sofa, but then you had to have the plastic man come in. Okay, you had to have that man come in and put that plastic on there. And, it was different levels because my mom had that, that zip kind, but she had the kind with the creases. The creases in that plastic. It just wasn't layered over there, like saran wrap. It was some serious plastic. And yes, they did, honey, that furniture was solid back then, solid, okay? Auntie Mama says my grandma had that same thing. Yup, you can't. Right. You could even go in the living room. That was off limits. You go outside. You can go past the living room and go outside. You could do that. You surely could. But honey, you're not just sitting in the living room. And like I said, there was like no TV. They had TVs in their bedrooms. I can't even remember. On my mom's side, they had a piano. And they had, she had all of that furniture too. That blonde, I call it that blonde furniture, that blonde velvety furniture. Mercy. You know, because it was that gold on white and all the trinkets, the doodads. Mercy. Yep. And so my grandmother and father on my dad's side, they had a TV. They had a TV in the living room. But it was, you know, that big floor model that they turned on and off for something specific. For something specific. You just didn't have that TV on all day. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And it was absolutely, did y'all remember no TV on Sunday? No TV on Sunday. And this what used to get me. And they still do it down here. They might, if they change it, it's just been within the last year or two. The liquor stores could not open until 12 o'clock. You had to go to church. You had to be respectful. And you couldn't you couldn't go to the liquor store before noon. They do that. I remember that. And I don't drink. Oh, Auntie Mama said she had it blocked off. Kendi K says, amen. Yep, we had the plastic man come in and made those around each cushion. He said that man was your uncle. Listen, we lived in a, when I was young in Brooklyn, we lived in a predominantly Jewish neighborhood. And let me tell you something. They kept everything in-house. You had the furniture man come around. You had the plastic man come around. Of course, you know, you went to the butcher, you know, to buy your meats. You only went to the grocery store, the local grocery store, for a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But like, you could make a deal, you know, you could make a deal with your furniture man, depending on what kind of furniture you wanted. They come by and collect that little money. I remember those days. My aunt used to buy, one of my aunts, my excuse me, my uncle's wife. She used to do that. We lived in two big complexes right across from each other, and she used to do that. She used to have the furniture man come by. Mercy, we had the key around our neck. Yep, Miss Toy, but we went home. But we had the key around our neck, but we went home. They were not paying for that latchkey, you know, not to open the door for anyone. You better know it. And there was no cell phones. You know, you better know it. That yellow phone on the wall, my mom would call that phone, a 2-second call, because she was at work. Only the people coming to visit from out of town. Listen, my kids, their father said, I don't care who it is. Don't let nobody in my house, okay? His brother came by one time. We weren't home. His brother was so mad, he cussed him out. Those are my nieces. You telling me they can't open the door for me? They knew. Don't let nobody in this house. I don't care who it is. call your mom so y'all can holler. Listen, that's a beautiful thing. Only when family came to visit or a funeral. Yes. No sitting down on the furniture. I know. I was somebody was talking this morning saying, you know, cherish your parents, cherish your mother, because you only get one. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and cut a piece. I see a lot of grease coming from it. It must be from the butter. I'm cutting the brownie, y'all. I'm gonna cut on this small, on the little. You got like one side that's higher than the other. I'm gonna cut a little piece right here. This will be the test to see if the kids eat it. I keep saying kids. These folks in this house are grown. Ain't nobody in their teens. Look at that. That looks good, right? Not bad. It's sweet enough if you got sweet tooth. It's one of those things that'll fool you. Because it looks like a brownie, but it tastes like a banana. That's pretty good. I'll give it a B. B minus. I mean, it's sweet. I probably put too much Splenda. I put over half a cup. The oats probably would have took some of that sweetness down and absorbed some of that banana. But yeah, I'm gonna get the corners. Not bad. Definitely need something cold to drink. Definitely. That's right. No opening the door for your friends. You better not. That is how Tennessee is right now. No liquor until noon. You said when you're on the West Coast, they open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Yup. It just depends on where you are. You need to follow the Jewish culture like that. Yeah, they were serious. Yup. And so they let, you know, they would just go door to door in the apartment building, and there was two little nice Jewish ladies downstairs. They would keep an eye out for me for my mom. You know, just check on me. Happy birthday, Miss Toy. It's your birthday? You're a January baby. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I would sing, but no. My voice. Oh, Lord. Auntie Mama said, oh, she said, I hope you have a great day planned. Auntie Mama said the roads are covered. Yeah, I was saying, Auntie Mama, I got to go to Aldi and pick up my groceries. I should change. I wonder if I could change it to delivery. Probably not. I didn't think about it because I didn't really believe it was going to get snow like this. You didn't plan anything, but you'll do something later. Okay. Listen, enjoy your day. Happy birthday. Y'all, I'm currently updating my website, so if you get a chance, go over there. I'm giving you, for the month of February, Love Yourself Month. You, as women, we give so much to others. Period. Period. Without even thinking. It's just, we just do. So let's be mindful of loving yourself for the month of February. So I've got some things over there that you can do. Also, doses of Shani. I will be putting her latest video up on tonight, so it'll start in February. She is my featured channel member of the month, Doses of Shiny. So go over there and check it out. I've got my weight loss over there. I'm currently putting together a video of my whole journey for the year. And yeah, my weekly injection video that'll be out on Monday. So we got a lot of things going on. The Boss Way, how are you? Wait a minute, let me hold up. Oh, she said go get your free Starbucks. Thank you. You know what? I was thinking about you. I was like, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a minute, but I know life be life and you be busy. You know, but yeah. Because I looked at I was like, I don't know what the time difference is. I was looking I started to shoot you a text. I was like, it might be too late. But I'm glad to see you in the building. Yes, love yourself February. It is okay. My website, Nightbot should post it, but yeah, it is. It's lowcarbqueen.net. What's going on? I'm jumping over here. That's what it is, lowcarbqueen.net. Let me go back up here in the comments. Traveling T, yeah, she's saying good morning. Auntie Mama, you cooking? Oh, she cooking a delicious meal. Auntie Mama be over there cooking, okay? She be over there cooking, y'all. Low carb. Lowcarbqueen.net. And also, if you're a channel member, I've got something posted up for you, some prompts if you use ChatGPT or if you're playing around with ChatGPT. You can go look at those prompts that I posted. And that'll give you some ideas. All right. Let's see what else. I'm going to get on up out of here. Oh, you still waiting for Uncle Daddy? Uncle Daddy over there cooking. Get the eggs and toast. Yeah. Lorna already came down and said, what you making? I was like, brownies. She was like, I'm going to come taste it. Let her know. And you know what? I'm a little bit hungry, but not that much. I took that injection in the stomach is hitting me a little bit different. And I'm okay with that. I really am. All right, guys, I'm going to fiddle-faddle around and find something to do until about 11:30 and try to get out here and get my groceries. Not so much for me, but for these grown folks in here. But it's a pickup. But I may take y'all with me, so I'm going to get off here, and then I'll double back. Okay? Thank you. They're pretty good. I gave them a B. You're pretty good. It's got bananas in it, so it do taste like a banana brownie. All right, I love y'all to life. Low carb journey, low carb life with your low carb queen. And remember, every day is a new beginning, for real. Thank y'all for coming in. Don't forget to thumbs up the live on your way out. Bye-bye. If you didn't thumbs it up.